All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. It's the Vlad Skeletal podcast.
Eagle Screech.
And we're here with a very special guest today, the one and only Matt LaRock of the band.
What's up, fool?
Yeah, good job, guys. You got a real good hype, man.
Yeah. One of the other radio stations I do stuff with, he has a soundbite of an eagle screech ready for me now.
Oh my gosh, that's
Where are
what we need.
Where are we?
I'm your host,
We're amateurs.
Vladimir Van Nilsen. To my right, we have.
I'm Buzz Pumpkins, co-host,
Straight across from Vlad, I am the creature,
not co-host.
not co-host. I'm just here.
If you might care.
We're all co-hosts
My
of each
character
other.
name, Captain Merica, the Freedomator.
Captain Merica, the
Freedomator.
Freedomator.
Nice.
Fucking, what's your favorite PleThorA song, dude? I know it's
Merica, fuck
Merica.
yeah.
When you buy American, a terrorist dies. I was jamming to you guys all day.
Oh my god.
Because I was stoked for this interview.
After the Corona Road show, dude, America was just locked in my brain. I'm like, oh my god,
Excellent.
this is something I can get behind.
I typically throw songs away if they don't immediately get stuck in your head, or
You gotta have a good
That's
catchy
the one.
hook.
if it's not an earworm, it goes in the garbage.
I like Banana as well. That one's fun. I showed my 9-year-old that song. He's like, yeah, dude, this song rocks.
Yeah, my girlfriend hates that.
Yeah, I'm sure. they never like the best ones, dude.
Well, it's just they get stuck in their head. We have this song called Bobby Bow, the narcoleptic sea cow,
Okay.
and it just says "Go Bobby Swim" like a million times.
I was
And it's one of
go
our
Bobby swim.
it's one of our earliest songs. And my sister, she's like, every time I think of a manatee, I hear that stupid song in my head.
Dude, it's like a Florida
Perfect.
anthem.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's pretty awesome. So how long have you been doing this with PleThorA?
This is 13 years.
13
Since,
years.
The inception.
like October. October was 13-year anniversary. Our first show was on Devil's Night in 2010,
That's
Oh,
cool.
nice.
at a random like church benefit concert.
Nice. Is that my dog moaning?
Yeah.
That's awesome. He's
Yeah.
howling
I
out
hope
the
it's a
the
dog
door.
and not
Yeah.
something else.
It's our other guest. Get on out of here.
It's the
Monica
ceiling
Lewinsky.
gnomes. Ceiling gnomes, everybody.
So I had a question about, obviously you guys are comedy, fun, just
Kazoo
rock
metal.
and roll, kazoo metal, but you play a little bit of everything. You got some like folk and just fun, all over the place stuff. Inspiration wise, I mean, what got you wanting to make funny rock and roll other than just being like a serious metal guy or
I'm not. I mean, I have lots of inspirations from like.
sure like was Weird Al a big part of your like childhood and stuff?
Not honestly.
No?
I mean, I do like Weird Al. I mean, I would say some of him is inspiring for this. It's a lot of like. I grew up. My parents always listened to country, and I was like, when I was a kid, I was like, I guess that's what we listen
There's
to.
good stories in country.
It's here. There is good country songs. I don't like most current stuff because it's like how much I like to bang my truck, but
Right. That seems to be the consensus though. There's good old country.
And
I like
so
that.
I listened to that for the longest time, and then I found my parents' record player, and they were like, I'm looking at it. What is all this? There's this big record that says Boston with a spaceship.
Here we go.
And I'm
Here
like,
we go.
okay, well, I'm going to listen to your record player because you guys clearly aren't. And so I put this thing on. I'm like, oh my God, this is the greatest thing I've ever heard. Why have you been hiding this from me?
When I found rock and roll.
Yeah, and
It would be
so
Boston.
I kind of like went through their records. Not all of them were everything I wanted, but like I went through the classic rock phase, and then of course Metallica got me into like
Metallica.
Yep.
Yeah,
metal, and then somehow I skipped the entire like new metal phase and the punk phase and like the emo phase everyone in high school went, and I went straight to death metal.
All right.
Opeth. And then
roll.
like Trivium helped me get into like screaming them and Opeth because they do like the mix of the beautiful,
Opeth
and-
is awesome.
a mix of the heavy.
He's your metal guy too. You're right.
Oh,
Everyone loves it.
Yeah, so like Children
Rock
of
Brothers, you
Bodom,
know
lots
Opeth.
of melody, lots
Yep.
of heavy.
Yeah.
Trivium, lots of screams, but then there's big epic hook choruses.
Nice and melodic.
And then Tony Hawk Pro Skater got me into flogging Molly, and I was like,
Hell
There you
yeah.
go.
Fly Molly was
Okay.
one of my first like live shows I went to when I was in high school, and it's just high energy, and that was a lot of
but
fun.
just like that got me into the folk stuff. And I have a buddy who he makes like progressive house music.
Okay.
And back in high school, he made an album. That's his only album. But he made this album, and he got me into like all the techno stuff. And I also played trombone in high school, so I was involved with a lot of classical music.
Trombone or
Yeah, I didn't.
I play tuba.
It's I enjoy. Yeah.
We're low brass, dude. What's up?
Oh yeah, hell yeah! I love.
We're supporting this band.
I did enjoy band for an extent, but I was too good, and so you know how you get punished with more work anytime you're good at something.
Right.
That was kind of how band felt to me. It's because they always wanted me to join every after-school
Well,
program.
I feel it. Well, yeah, I was a tuba player, like I said, and there was only 2 of us. So they were like, "We need you in jazz band. We need you in this band. We need you in march band. Dude, you're first chair." I'm like, "There's only 2 of us. It's not hard to be the best."
That's all the reasons why I hated it. And I ended up starting to play guitar in about 6th or 7th grade because I found all the rock music, and so as I was learning more songs, I kept wanting to get heavier but I discovered folk music, and then in 2006 I discovered Ailstorm, the pirate metal band.
Nice.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah.
And they were like Battleheart for a hot second, and then I used to chat with him on MySpace. Christopher Bowe's their frontman.
That's cool.
No
about
way.
his random
Good old MySpace
his random
days.
8-bit
man.
projects and stuff. And we almost got him on the Captain Crunch song,
Oh
No.
man, that would have been so cool.
but he's very busy.
I
He
believe
kind of
it.
quit responding to me after like a week of talking, which kind of sucks. But on the other hand, I got
I don't know if you're familiar with Aether Realm or not. They're another like kind of melodic death metal meets folk metal band.
Okay.
They've toured with Ailstorm, Glory Hammer, like Necrogoblicon.
Oh, cool. I know those guys.
And so we got their singer Jake on the Yalhalla song, and they have a song called Redneck Vikings from Hell.
That's
And
awesome.
so it was perfect because we got like the original Redneck Viking on this song about Redneck Vikings.
That's awesome.
Your guys' stuff is so like well written. Like, have you always been a creative writer, like in high school
Yeah.
and school and stuff like that?
I took a lot of creative writing classes.
It could definitely
Weird.
show. Yeah.
Are you a creative writer? Well, I took creative writing.
They
I
can teach
guess
that.
It was only like one semester, but I mean, writing
More than
songs.
I took. So.
You know, in high school, I had written plenty of songs, but nothing that really turned into a band project. I don't even think I really wanted a full-on rock band like in high school. I just liked jamming and doing talent shows. We had a guitar club type of thing going on.
Right.
And me and my drummer also plays guitar, so we used to jam a lot as well.
Weird.
My drummer also plays guitar.
Yeah, my drummer's actually he's a really good guitar player. Our I wouldn't say necessarily our styles don't match, but like we used to jam at this youth group and they had a drum set, and so like 2 hours before youth group we'd just go in there. He learned how to play drums by just dinking around.
Right.
And I'd be jamming with him, and then he joined us like 11 or 12 years ago, so he's been in most of the band.
That's pretty sweet.
The first year the band was kind of like the first year was just doing these like benefit gigs and that kind
Just
of
whatever kind of gigs you can get.
yeah, and then me and Anthony were like, we should actually do something with
Hey,
this
Make-A-Wish
because-
kids, we're PleThorA from outer space. Like,
Yeah.
what?
We're actually from the beginning of time.
Okay, yeah, no, I also want to
I
get
can
into
go
that.
on
What
about lore if
I
you
would
want.
love to know the lore of PleThorA. I'm sure everybody would too, because I mean, we see you guys on stage. We get, if we're lucky, a full night of it, or 45-minute spots. You know, like we're into all the time, and yeah, we don't in that small amount of time. We don't get the whole lore of the band, dude. We need a TV show. We need a Netflix.
For real, I
Yes.
totally get a Guar vibe from you guys. I always compare it. It's like Captain America meets Guar. Like that's what I
Yes.
get.
So I guess back to the inspirations too. It was like I really liked Ailstorm, the pirate metal stuff, all the folk stuff like Floggy Molly, Dropkick, all that stuff. A lot of power metal stuff like Dragon Force spawned into more stuff like in Sephirum, Teresis, and like
Rob's like, huh?
there's
Yeah, I know some of this.
the
I've heard
European
these
metal
words.
bands are so much. American music is not my favorite.
That's fair.
No, dude.
It's
Yeah.
kind of funny
Europeans know
because
what
I
they're
feel like
doing.
I'm not doing anything original. I'm just doing a lot of stuff.
You
that
guys
Europe
belong at
does.
Eurovision.
We do a lot of stuff that Europe does, and people over here are like, oh my god, I've never
Yes.
seen this before. I'm like, this is just this band, but us
Americanized.
in like I don't
Dude,
know.
No, they no. Why
Dude, are you
both-
telling me?
I'm telling
Dude,
you.
the outfits, the vibe.
You guys have to do at least one ABBA
You guys got to
song,
go
though.
to Eurovision. we got to go to Eurovision. Look, there's me. There's Connor.
Who's paying for Eurovision?
Why would we? Why would
Yeah,
they
what?
want us at Eurovision?
I watched the movie and that was good enough.
But
All right, whatever. Crush my dreams.
Like the inspiration for a lot of the stage stuff was definitely Guar inspired. Musically, not so much, but definitely the look.
No, and then
Right.
like where I was getting into the lore, that totally reminded me of Quar because they got a whole backstory.
That's what we need to write some stuff.
Well, what's also funny is our lore and Guar's lore are similar in different ways. I didn't know what their lore was.
Guar, never heard of them. You should just do that every time.
Who's Quar?
I literally did not know what their lore was when I came up with mine.
Okay. All right, let's get into it.
And so our lore is that we are these ancient heroes that were born like on the 8th day of the universe's creation. So
Okay.
like
That's one of your
whatever-
albums, right?
whatever
The 8th day.
yes, whatever
Yeah.
religion you believe in, what like the 7th day was when everyone rested, and we were the ancient heroes created on the 8th day of the Earth's creation. And basically,
It's an honor, dude.
we destroyed evil that existed upon the land with the power of the almighty kazoo. And if you think
God's
about the
instrument.
kazoo, it's very much like the One Ring of Power. It often moves through time and space in ways that don't make a lot of sense.
Man.
And the way we've set it up is that after we banish the evil from the earth, we froze ourselves in a magical ice to thaw out back when the world needs heroes once again to save the earth.
Naturally.
And so the kazoo is also frozen, but like raiders and scavengers acquire it, not knowing its true power.
Oh man, you gotta unlock it.
And basically, all of the major conquerors throughout time have somehow come into possession of the kazoo. So, like, the reason Genghis Khan wins all of Asia is because he got the kazoo.
War trumpet.
It's almost like a pick a destiny of sorts.
And the kazoo could be corrupted for evil purposes, or it can be used for heroic purposes.
All right, yeah. So it's like the Infinity Gauntlet.
It's like the Infinity Gauntlet, One Ring of musical power.
I love that.
And
That is
like at one point it ends up in the Bermuda Triangle, which is why people get lost there.
Sorry,
because
Amelia.
A
Earhart,
corrupted version of it ends up in the ocean there. And
Oh no, the kazoo's cracked.
And then in our most recent lore, George Washington finds it,
Oh shit.
uses that to defeat the British, but he does so in a way. If you read through any of our album booklets, the lore is
So does
always-
it summon you guys?
So what happens
Listen.
is we're in the middle. We're in the middle of an epic battle, of course,
Yeah.
against generic music, and then
Okay.
suddenly a portal opens, and George Washington pulls through, holding the kazoo from the past, and he says that he found this thing and it called to him. He doesn't know that he already won the war, but we couldn't turn down an opportunity to kick the British's ass once again.
America.
Yeah, come on.
America.
So we go back in time with George Washington, and what's really funny is this is a totally true thing. In the actual battles that took place in the Revolutionary War, one of the main reasons America won so bad or so hard was because there was a fleet of about 600 Patriot pirates who were sinking the British ships before they could even land with their troops.
That's pretty sweet.
So
Nice.
they sank, no, it wasn't 600 ships. It was 600 ships were sank by just the
By
Patriot pirates.
Patriot Pirates.
Damn.
Nice.
And so we
That's an album
decided,
name.
if we're gonna do an album that's folk related, we need to do more of a back in time thing.
Sure.
And so we go back in time, help the British or help America beat the British and sink their ships as a bunch of the leaders of the Patriot pirates.
And that is that Liberate? No, that's Folk
And
It
that's
Up.
on Folk It Up.
Yeah, okay.
And so the Liberate album, that one was supposed to be album 2 and ended up being album 3. But the point was basically we all thawed out in 2010 from global warming, and that's when the band officially started. And so that's when we all thaw out. And so when band members leave the band, they either die or go their own separate way. And then a new member who might have thawed out, or they were on an iceberg that shit.
Another hero has arrived.
Yeah.
They return to us. So the number of heroes at the beginning of time is potentially unlimited if band members leave.
Now, it's always good to have a contingency plan.
Yeah, right. No shit.
So every time we get a new member, like another, this is the ancient hero, this that thawed out and returned.
How many heroes of time are in the crew right now?
6.
You have, dang, dude.
How many past heroes of time?
Oh, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably 7.
Holy
I
shit!
want to say.
Wow.
And that's X1, so in total you've had, that's a lot of people in this band.
Yeah.
It's 13 heroes.
But like,
It's 13
normally
heroes
the
of
band
time.
is about 5 people strong. We currently have 6 because we have a drummer who's also like the Renfest. So her name's Jess. She does more of the percussion stuff.
Oh yeah,
Renfest style gigs. Carl is our main electric drummer, but he doesn't really like doing the cajon stuff.
Right.
What ended up happening is plus Carl's got like 2 kids and couldn't do Renfest anyway. But me and Jess used to be in this band called the Dizzy Drifters that played at Renfest.
Okay.
I hadn't actually played at Renfest yet with them. I had just joined and played with them for like a year, and then like Renfest was kind of weird during COVID. Like I don't even think they were open the first year during that.
Really?
And
Playing Renfest was fun. That was
yeah.
my first time. That was a good time.
Yeah, I was supposed to play with them, and then we kind of like the Dizzy Drifters. They have a pipe player. His name's Jamie. He plays uilleann pipes. If you're familiar with those, if you've ever watched Braveheart, the whole soundtrack is like uilleann pipes.
Okay.
They're like a soft.
You'll never take my
a more
freedom.
Pretty
Okay.
sounding thing, and he recorded pipes on our last Viking song, which is on the Liberate album.
Okay.
And he also did whistles, but
The Last Viking, not the Last Viking song. It's called the Last Viking song.
and so he kind of has a lot of health issues. They basically retired that band, and then he kind of like in a way gifted us their spot.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
though.
yeah, that's awesome.
Handing it down, passing down the torch.
And Jess was already part of them too, so I was like, hey, our drummer he can't do the whole Renfest season. You want to come do our drums for this? And she was totally down because she was almost disappointed she wasn't going to come back the next season. So
Jess the
the
box lady. I'm the box ghost.
Yeah, so the lore for her character is that we found her back in time during the pirate
Classic.
battle. So we have
she's a pirate. See, you can have people from all over the place.
Yeah, and so I'm Cap Merica, the Freedomator. Anthony, the bassist, he's Major Patrius.
Major Patriots.
Keyboardist is Sergeant Starscreech.
I love that.
That's Andrew. We have Tyler on guitar. He is Lieutenant Liberatus.
Liberatus.
The new Jess, she's the newest member officially. We actually gave her character name about a week or 2 ago. It's Commander Iglia.
That's Iglia.
Iglia.
I like that. It's pretty.
And then there's Carl, who's Captain Dammit. He is sort of the butt of the joke, or like the comedic relief character if we're doing any sort of like stage bit. Oftentimes, it doesn't matter who screwed up the song on stage. If I'm good on that for now.
Right
Anyone that's ever if anyone screws up a song enough where we have to stop, we blame Carl. And then we play what's called the Captain Dammit theme song, which is just a parody of Captain Planet about Carl.
Nice. The power of heart.
And then sometimes we'll play Magic School Bus after that.
We have a butt of the joke, and it makes no sense really, but we call Adam fat a lot. Like, he's the fattest member in the band.
But for a minute, I wasn't.
Who was the?
You're
Oh
still
yeah.
not fat. Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
Rich
that
was-
was hilarious, too, because Rich would bust on you for being fat, too.
Yeah.
Whatever.
The key to not being fat is to make these suits that make me look shredded.
Hey, did you look ripped?
I just come to band practice
In like a
and,
mech
wanna go-
suit. Like.
No, I'm thinking like those wrestler costumes you'd buy in elementary school that have all the muscles.
Oh,
on
yeah.
them. They're
Yeah.
They're like made of foam, and you put them on.
You know those silicone man things? We should get some of those
For
just
sure
to
that's what
fucking
Doyle does.
Yeah.
See, I just add these big shoulder pieces. It makes me look way stockier than I am. Much tankier, made out of the pure Americonium I was talking about earlier.
You're Americonium.
before the episode started.
I do love the outfit though. It's so cool. It's For those of you that aren't looking at this masterpiece, it's got
It's
glowing
stunning.
stars on it. There's lights on it.
Dude,
Yeah,
the stage presence is one of the best things I think about a band. Like
It's like
if you
Captain
could,
America fucked fucking Guar.
That's what I'm like. Transformers, Guar, Captain America. I don't know. There's something
yeah.
like
I've been
that.
So
I've
cool.
been called Optimus Prime a few times at
Yeah.
I mean,
cons.
that's
Yeah.
you know, that's where I
I
got
can
the
see that, yeah.
Transformers because red and blue and yeah, but more Gladiator.
Yeah, typically I like to go to Comic Cons in this. I've been trying to get the rest of the band to go with me, but like, I
Dude,
can't.
I'll put on your outfits. Let's go.
Yeah.
I love conventions.
Yeah,
So
so
that would be
you
so
guys.
fun.
And people are like, "Who are you?" And I'm like, "Well, let me tell you." And
You
I
haven't heard?
and then I hand them like
I'm the Freedomator.
I hand them
Of course.
a flyer with QR codes that take you to everything you need.
Oh,
Check it out. You'll
That's a
figure it out
that's a
right
good
now.
idea.
And then I talk
Yeah,
about
that's good,
stuff.
yeah.
One time I walked around with a pocket amp and a guitar and played songs.
Nice.
When,
That's a
when
great
asked
idea.
about what I was. So
Yeah, that's fucking sweet. We should do that. We should go to horror conventions and do that.
Yeah, we actually invite bands on this podcast so we can steal their
their
ideas.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
I mean, it's a
yeah,
good
thanks,
idea.
man.
How many followers do you have? Oh
Yeah.
how do you do it?
yeah, how do you- yeah.
Well,
13,000 guys on Facebook. If you're not following, go follow.
Yeah.
What shows you guys got coming up? That's like not on this flyer. Is this up to date? This is up
I
up to
think
date
it's
pretty
up
much.
to date. We
Ours is
might
not up
have-
to
Ours is not up to date. We need to add so many.
So we'll steal that idea from them too.
Yeah, that's-
Keep
that's
our
first on the
flyers up to
docket.
date.
I mean, yeah, Machine Shop this weekend. That's the biggest one for sure.
Yeah, with
Psycho
Psycho Stick.
Stick.
That's gonna be sick.
It's gonna be
We,
sick.
I think this is like our 15th or 14th time playing with them.
With Psycho Stick?
It's natural.
Aren't they losing the Moose guy? Isn't he leaving
Yeah,
the band?
unfortunately, we're pretty sad
That's the
about
last
that
show,
because we
isn't
love
it?
Moose. He's kind of like I don't know, he was one of the guys that we kind of hung out with the most, I think.
Out of the crew.
And he always likes listening to actual local bands' music.
That's
That's
cool
cool.
too.
He has like a stack of when they go on tour, he would collect CDs from all of the bands, and then he would just go on a listening spree through all of
That's
them.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
great idea.
That's some like respect to the local dudes.
Yeah,
Right.
and I wish more people were like that because like
They don't
lately
realize
I've
how
been
much the
getting
local
really
guys
annoyed
sell
with
for
how
shows.
many tribute bands I keep seeing. pop
Oh
up.
man, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
And like
They sell
some
out.
of them are great.
They do sell out.
And I get they sell out. Like there's a Guar tribute band we played with called Foire. I feel like they are the best type of tribute band because they actually go through the process of remaking the costumes.
Yeah, that's what you should
And
do.
they
if you're
sound
gonna
and
do
look
it.
just like them, and like they built the dinosaur Gorgor,
Yeah.
and like they shoot blood. I'm like, this is what a tribute
Balls
band
to
should
the
be, not just a
wall.
bunch of guys who are like, I like playing Stone Temple Pilots, and we just dress up in our normal shirts. and
Yeah.
stuff."
Yeah, well, we do like small cover shows with Excellency Music at Shout Out.
Yeah,
Shout
but
out Excellency. I think we shouted them out last time.
Yeah,
too.
exactly. But we
We're the
go
only
all
band that
out. We
does
dress
that.
up and we
We did the Misfits. We all had a devil lock.
Yeah.
And fucking spikes. And
Yeah, we
ACDC.
almost did,
Everybody dressed like Angus. That was fun.
they all had the same outfit but different colors.
Yeah.
we almost did a Steel Panther show because we were invited to one of
That'd
those
be cool.
like Halloween shows where they want the bands to dress up as other bands and play those songs.
Mhm.
And I'm fine with that type of stuff. Like one-off things. Like I was in a one-off Weird Al cover band. And then
He comes back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we did a PleThorA gig right after, or like the same night. It was
Yeah.
basically all three bands playing the show got together, did a Weird Al tribute of 6 songs.
That's
as the
hilarious.
opening
That's
band,
awesome.
and then we did our own things.
That's cool.
Hi guys, we're running with scissors. That's a Weird Al
I don't
album.
even remember the name
Yeah, I
of the
don't know.
band. It was like Stanley Spadowski's Funhouse or something.
Yeah, there you go.
I think that's what it was.
We're
And,
the accordion players because he plays accordion.
Yeah.
Well, and like I've there's a couple good Ghost tributes I've seen because like you have to like go all out for that.
Yeah, you have
type
to
of stuff.
commit.
It's just not. There's so many venues I keep contacting like we want tribute bands, and I'm like, well, how is anyone supposed to like or ever get bigger?
Yeah,
Like,
by being somebody else.
I can't wait for the Boomers to be gone because they're the ones that just can't
Feel
let
that.
go of classic rock.
Right.
I want to see
Yeah.
Van Halen for the 50th, 100th time.
Yeah.
And the other thing too is like even like the classic rock bands, I can't listen to a lot of them anymore because they're all claiming rock is dead, and I'm like, that's because you guys go to tribute shows
Because
and
you're
no
killing it.
You're
Yeah.
not looking for new bands. No
Yeah.
one's looking like they just want what they've already known.
In fact, it seems I always argue, because people say that all the time, and it's like to me, this is one of the best times to be a music fan because you can listen to literally anything. Like with the internet, you can listen to anything, dude. Like
My favorite thing to do
From
is,
when it first started being
Yeah.
recorded.
yeah,
It's crazy.
either or you can go find fucking some weird obscure '60s band or like new shit like
Like
Of
Vlad
all
Skeletal
different kinds
Circus
of
or
styles.
I
PleThorA.
find myself
Yeah.
discovering
plug.
bands from the 60s and 70s now more than ever. Like,
right.
I just put my Spotify, on whatever random, and then I add the enhanced shuffle, and it just is throwing shit on there.
I
I'm
like the enhanced thing.
I
It's
never
Yeah.
heard
nice.
of this before, but it's like some really cool early like metal acid
Yeah.
rock shit. I'm like, all right, cool.
Right.
I use like YouTube Music, and you pull up a band you like, it'll give you 30 suggestions on the right of things that might sound like it. And so I'll click on them if it tickles my fancy.
Yeah.
I keep listening and I add it to my lists, and then before you know it, 100,000 bands, and everyone's
Yeah.
like, "What's that?" And I'm like, "If you
Dude,
just
you've
look,
never heard
Yeah.
of these?
Yeah.
If you only knew the music that was out there,
Right.
there's so much stuff, and you're just ignoring
or
it
even
because
just
you
like broaden
Yeah.
to a different country.
Mhm.
You know, people
Yeah.
don't even do that. You know,
I discover a lot of Canadian bands I never heard of. I'm like, these guys are as good as any.
I said another
Right.
country. Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Australia's kicking ass right now. Australia
They
has
are.
some fucking
Australia's
sweet
kinda
music.
always kicked ass.
That
They've
that
always
one
had-
band, the Who, like HU,
Yeah, they're
Oh, yeah.
awesome.
Mongolian band. I'm like, there's so many of those bands. but
Have
for
you
some
heard of
reason-
the Ottoman or however you say it? They're like Siberian
like they all do
native
the
rock.
Tibetan throat singing
Yeah,
stuff?
it's
I'm
cool.
like, there's a lot of those bands, but everyone's like, oh my god, this is completely new and no one's ever
just
seen it.
never
I'm
heard
like,
of
Yeah, like,
them.
actually, this is
I'm
really
like,
old.
Let me name 5 of them for you.
Yeah, I wonder why they took off so much.
Papa Roach.
They
Who,
started
Papa Roach?
They did a
doing a
song
lot
with
of
Papa
stuff
Roach.
with
Oh, the Who?
Yeah.
Yeah.
butt rock bands.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Papa
Lack of
Roach
better
sucks.
Butt rock.
I don't want to like shit on bands for
I don't
people.
want to shit on
but, like,
Papa Roach. But
Some
fuck
people-
Papa Roach.
Some bands
Like some
deserve to be
bands,
shit
you know,
on.
that's
Mr. Roach, if you're listening to this, your band fucking
Hey,
sucks.
Papa,
Also, fuck
I'm talking to you.
I like that
Fuck
show.
Trapped, yeah.
Fuck
Cool
Trapped.
show, but-
Fuck Trapped. I opened for him one time.
Open for it right now.
He did cocaine behind the bar and he didn't offer me any. It was
I,
rude.
Oh, what a bitch.
I opened for
Yeah, it's not very
Tantric.
rock and roll of you, Trapped. And you're racist.
We opened for Tantric one time, and it was terrible. So like we hear they got a live violin player. Well, they didn't have a violin player. It was backtracked. I was like, that's fine. I don't care if it's backtracked.
Right.
But like
You should
the
be
singer,
like, you're on live now.
the singer was late by like an hour to sound check,
Nice.
and the sound guy's panicking. He's like, you guys got to get up there. Like, just put your stuff down so the second they're done sound checking, you can get up there. And as soon as I brought my amp on stage, the singer looks me dead in the eye like I'm about to murder his child. And he's like, get the fuck off my stage. And I was like, okay, buddy.
Damn
Yeah,
Someone's
jeez.
got a stick in their ass.
Right?
Guess
So-
who's not a fan of you anymore? I really was before, but that one song with the violin was pretty good.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
anymore.
So PleThorA being around for 13 years, that means you've obviously played a lot of shows. What would you say was like the weirdest or just like most bizarre, just most uncomfortable, like
Oh, I got High Dog.
Oh, that's Jameson.
He likes to
Oh,
shake
man.
my knee. High Dog.
He was on moaning under the table earlier.
He's our table dog.
The goblin.
Yeah.
Table Yeah. goblin.
Get back under the bridge.
The weirdest show, I don't even know if it was weird so much as just awkward. It was like, in 2013, we released our first album, The 8th Day, and we had about 150 people at our release show, and that was like a surprise to begin
Yeah,
with.
that's a
Right.
really good turnout.
Like, we didn't think we'd even have that much, and apparently, like, the Battlecross show at the machine shop that night flopped. And I was
Nice.
like, you're telling me we had more people than Battlecross at the machine shop in this, like, random venue we built
Right.
in a church basement? And, like, so the very next day, we did one of those scammy Battle of the Bands.
Oh yeah, those
Yep.
are always fun.
And the guy says, we need to be there at 10 in the morning. We're like,
10 in the morning.
Okay, like our set was at 2. It was one of those like dumb all-day festival type ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And back then we didn't know any better either. Like,
It's like you guys and a bunch of 15-year-olds.
yeah, we were all like 20,
Yeah.
21, 22.
That's still pretty young on the block for
Yeah.
that
And-
kind of shit.
And like we didn't really know any better. Like, those were the only gigs we were getting for a while was Battle of the Band stuff. And we get to this gig and we're like, where is everybody? Why is no one else here? And the guy goes, well, we tell all the bands to get here at 10 because everyone's always late. You know,
So
like
you're gonna tell me to get there 4 hours?
yeah, we sat around for 4 hours.
Jeez Louise.
This was at
How
the
far away
Diesel.
was that from you?
The Diesel's about an hour.
Okay.
So it was at Diesel Concert Lounge, and Diesel's like they have a middle room with a bar and a small stage, and then the bigger shows are in like this like auditorium that's off to the side, and then there was also a venue right next to it called the New York, and that whole thing is attached by one big bowling alley.
Okay.
Nice.
And so we get to this thing, and we were supposed to play on the New York stage. We start playing, and there's no one in the room. We played to the bartender and the sound guy.
Great.
Been there.
And another band that was playing after us, I don't know if you heard of Heartsick or not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever they used to be before that, I think they just changed their name. But like they have a huge following
I was
right
gonna
now.
say, they're pretty big.
They were
Really?
at Blue Ridge Rock Festival,
Yeah.
and like I think they've been touring too, but like they had nobody. There was no one in the crowd for them
Really?
either. They played right after us. I couldn't
Jeez.
believe it.
That's crazy.
Everybody
Yeah.
was just
good
hanging out
promotion.
in the Diesel room, and they weren't like they were doing that thing where you alternate the bands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So different stage, but no bands were playing at the same time. Well, no one would leave the Diesel to go to the New York room. So like I don't know, 10 to 20 bands probably played in the New York room, and nobody saw them
They
because
just-
everyone was just in the Diesel
That blows.
waiting a half hour to see the next group. And I was like, this is going from 150 people
Yeah.
to nobody
the next day?
within less than 24 hours was the weirdest.
That's rock and roll, dude.
Yeah.
That's
No
show
shit,
business.
though.
Yeah.
That's rock and roll.
If any story sums up show business, that's about it.
And, like even another
Welcome
fun-
to. You want to play shows? Here's how it's gonna go. Your first one's gonna be awesome
Yeah.
because all your
Second
friends and
one's
family are
gonna
gonna come
suck.
out. They're gonna be like,
You're
"We're so
gonna quit."
supportive." Then you go to your second show, and then you're like, "Why are we doing
They're
this?"
like, we already threw in our exposure ticket. You're done.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
get your
felt
one
that.
support token.
That was
Yeah.
it, man. We heard you. You're good. You're talented.
Yeah.
I'll tell people about you.
Yeah, we'll come, in 1 year, we'll come back when you play an acoustic set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's different now. Now I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's what
right.
they'll tell you.
Oh, yeah.
Well, half the time, like our drummer's really loud.
You guys put
Yeah.
out some voltage, or no, that's not hertz.
We've been we were once referred to by Tony
There you
Labrie
go.
of Banana 101.5 as the loudest band in Flint.
There you go. That's-
The Banana 101, and you're like, I'm writing a song about your channel.
Yeah.
I think
Bananas
they might have
legendary,
actually
dude.
used some of that for a sound clip at one point.
Oh, that's really cool.
Nice.
But another weird show was actually this last October. We played with Green Jello at Harpo's,
Harpo's is cool,
and Harpo's can hold like 3,000 people,
but it's gonna fall on you.
and there was maybe 60 people there,
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus
cool.
and I
Christ.
couldn't believe it because Green Jello had just almost sold out the vault the night before.
We were supposed to play that show.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Well, we were supposed to play it too, and I don't know what happened on that because
Well, look at that. We
Weird.
all got screwed.
I talk.
Yeah.
Me and Bill Manspeaker talk to each other all the time because we're also honorary members of Green Jello because they have 900 members.
Yeah.
And we, well, I
I
guess
think
we
I might be. They drug my dad one time. They drug my
He
dad
might-
at a show.
He might be.
Well, I guess here's how the whole Green Jello thing even started. Like in Flint, we used to have this promoter, 7-Eleven Entertainment, run by this dude named Dustin James. He's kind of like fallen off the planet
Shout out.
after COVID, but shout out to Dustin for all the support over the years. And so he booked Green Jello in Flint in like 2017, and so we played this gig. Well, Bill hadn't gotten there quite yet. Bill's the front man of Green Jello, for anyone that doesn't know who I'm referring to. And Bill sees me in this outfit, and he's like, "What do you do?" And I was like, I sing, I play guitar and kazoo." He's like, "Kazoo, you're in the band." And like going back to more tangents, like my main inspirations for like costumes, it was Guar, Green Jello, Alice Cooper, and a little Weird Al.
Yeah.
Right.
And just like Bill Manspeaker just told me to be in his band that night.
Yeah.
And I'm
What a
like
fucking
bowing down.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
Like,
What an
happening?
ego boost.
This dude is just, and then I went up on stage with him and like 15 people that were in the band that night, and I did backing.
You're in the band. Nice shoes. Get in the band.
I did backing vocals and kazoo all night,
That's sweet, dude.
and then after that he's like,
Were you worried about not knowing the parts?
Not really.
No, I know.
You guys have the kazoo
It's so
tab for
easy.
this song?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
do you got music for this?
But he asked us after if we wanted to be one of his like local bands, because the way Green Jello does touring is Bill flies out. He'll book like a Friday, Saturday, and a Sunday, or sometimes even a Thursday maybe. He'll book those in like a regional area like the Midwest, and then he flies out. Someone picks him up, and then he'll do the show. And like local bands will be his like,
band.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That's cool. That's
And
actually really smart.
So usually every time Green Jello comes
It's
through,
kind of like scouting.
we always open as PleThorA, and then we immediately just Bill comes out, and then Green Jello happens.
That's awesome.
And so I'm like chatting with Bill about the Saginaw show at the Vault, and I'm like, what? Like it hadn't even been announced yet, and I'm like talking to Bill. He's like, oh yeah, we'll get you guys on here, of course. And then like suddenly the show's announced. The bill's full somehow. I don't know how it was full because we have the interconnection.
Right.
And then I like get in contact with their managers, and they're like, "Oh yeah, the bill's already full." I'm like, "How did you fill this before it was even?" How
ready
did
to
two
go.
locals get on this without?
Right.
Yeah, I don't even who booked that one.
I don't know how we
got
even
on
ended
that
up
one.
on
how
it,
we got on
but
that
we
one.
didn't even do it.
I think it was a band
Was it
called
Carl?
Silver Sport. They were on like
Yeah.
3 of the shows, all 3 of the shows.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I think one of the guys in Silver Sport books at the Vault, but he's not the main guy.
Right.
Carl,
Something like
Yeah.
that.
I think.
But I don't know. Yeah, I'm just I
Well,
was baffled
that's a
that
bummer.
we didn't get to play
Yeah.
it.
Right.
And then like another show they did, I think it was like I don't know, it might have been Battle Creek or something, but that show was also packed. And then we do this Harpo's one. Like Harpo's hardly even advertised it.
Yeah.
We
Right.
were like, oh, it's a theater. We shouldn't have to promote. Like we still did,
Oh,
of
shit.
course.
I
Right.
mean, I feel like with the kind of venue Harpo's is, it kind of has the history where, especially a band like Green Jello that's a national band, you'd think it would sell.
Yeah, I couldn't.
It's an
like,
awesome venue if you haven't been there.
I've never been. I need to
Except,
do some
avoid-
more.
They literally have
exploring.
caution tape because the roof is fucking the ceiling is falling in. And there's
Dude,
just
that's rock and
rubble
roll.
on the
I
ground.
love
You're
it.
just like, yeah.
The floor is more gum than carpet.
Yeah.
Nice.
They let you smoke inside. It's awesome.
All right, we don't get. Do you see that fucking caution tape? That means this is an outside venue.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like going there because it was notorious for getting your car broken into.
Oh, cool.
Now,
But
whatever.
now they have a lot more security, and
Yeah.
they're trying to
I saw
get
Go
investors
Horde
to
there.
fix the
It's
place
fine.
up too.
Where is it at? In Detroit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Hamtramck area.
Hamtramck. So you've opened for, well, Green Jello, obviously. You're doing
Psycho Stick,
which is awesome.
Yeah, we're
I
hoping
can
to get-
only count to 4.
There is
My
the-
9-year-old loves that.
This is not a song. It's
We
a
were
song.
hoping the Necrogoblicon would be coming through again.
Yeah, you've opened for them as well.
Yeah, twice.
That's
Those
cool.
guys are insane.
Yeah.
Like they have like the best well-written weird music you'll ever hear. Most of it's about goblins.
Yeah, dang it.
I mean, the songwriting opportunities for goblins are just endless. So
Yeah, it's untapped market.
it's a goblin. A goblin can do anything.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Gobble other goblins.
it can gobble other goblins.
Whoa.
It can skateboard. It can roll cigarettes.
Yeah, a baked bread. Goblin ganache. Have you ever had that? Yeah.
We opened for Avatar once.
Avatar.
I was into Avatar
The
for a
Swedish, the
Oh, like the
Swedish,
blue
like,
guys?
circus metal band.
What?
while. I know.
Who are these guys?
Yeah, I've actually
You
never
never
heard of
heard
them.
of Avatar?
We're about
No,
to
I
blow
gotta-
your mind.
Yeah, hold on.
I was into him for a while.
Jamie, pull it up.
Yes, sir.
The Eagle is
Yes,
Landed
master.
might be a good song to start with.
Okay, it's fitting.
Let's see what these
I
guys
forget
are.
what
Is this
song
them?
I loved for.
Whoa!
Yeah, look at they.
They look great.
Super nice dudes as well. They played at the shop when it was like a $5 Lodo show
Go
type
away.
of deal.
Go away.
This is cool.
And,
Yeah, they look like us.
Go away.
They started off as like a
They're
melodic
right.
death metal band,
Yeah.
and then they kind of they sort of got a little bit of new metal in there, but a lot of circus themes. I don't
That's
know how
why I
to
gotta
describe
check
it.
them
They're
out.
just really good.
You wouldn't like them.
I wouldn't like them.
They're too metal for you.
Is it too metal?
Hail the Apocalypse? That's a song.
That's
I was
too
into
metal.
for a
Should we
while.
listen to it for a second?
Well,
Play it.
Are we gonna-
like
I'm curious.
Should,
I
should
gotta
we
hear
get
it.
it? Should we cut it from the show?
Bloody Angel is probably a good
Should
one
we?
as well.
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
no, we can play it. Who gives a fuck?
Shout out to Avatar. This
Sorry
is
to the 4
free
people who
promotion
watch
for
our
you.
podcast.
Yeah.
If you don't want to listen to the song, skip ahead.
I would still say Eagle is Landed the better option.
Eagle has landed.
Yeah.
We need to see what Adam likes, and we'll see what you like.
If you want
got
to
a
hear
groove,
circus
man.
themes.
Ooh, I do.
Yeah,
we do
well,
like that.
I love circus stuff.
So the way this dude plays this riff,
I like that.
the way this riff works is he takes his whammy bar and he goes,
Oh, that's
right.
weird.
Oh, that's dope.
So he's not doing anything up here. It's all the whammy bar.
Okay, I hear that.
My guitar would be so out of tune. Like after the intro.
I don't hate this.
But that headbang ability.
He also has a really good clean voice. This one he does not sing clean, I don't believe.
That's why I like it.
He's like, yeah, I wish
No,
Robert
this is
would
kind
fucking
of
scream more.
sick.
Nah, this is quite. I can see myself getting into these guys.
You got good screams.
Stage
They're not screams,
presence.
but they're like,
Is on point.
yeah.
The stage presence is really good.
He has a gas can full of water, and he'll like drink out of it and cover himself.
That's cool. That's so smart. Let's see. The eagle has landed.
Jameson.
All right. Naturally very circusy, like you said.
Waltzy.
Yeah.
See why you like this, see why you leave.
Yeah. Dude, and look, the eagle. Of course he likes it.
But yeah,
This is a good one, too.
they also do a good mix of different styles, even though they stay around the same stuff. But like, people were comparing some of our songs to them, which I was happy about.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome. I love when people compare me to people that like
I like.
that. Yeah, that I'm into, and I'm like, oh, you get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, we've also been compared to other weird stuff.
I got called Disco Marilyn Manson one time, and I was like, I think that's pretty cool, actually.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, I was like, whatever that means.
Dude, I've heard it.
Yeah.
But then here comes the big clean chorus.
Yeah, I dig it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is pretty cool.
And one of my other favorite things they do is I don't know a lot of bands where both guitarists are both doing the solo at the same time.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
it's
Yeah.
harmonized. And
That's
they'll
dope.
be doing some really complicated parts too, and the other dude's just shredding just as hard on
Yeah.
the
That's always
harmonized
sweet.
version of it. So like they're nuts. They were super nice too. Like we were talking to their bassist for a while, and he's just like, you know, we tour all over America, and Michigan's got the best beer.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's
That's
not
kind of
all
our
the
thing,
places
right?
they
In
went
Michigan,
to.
we're big
Lots of
beer.
Germans here.
Lots of German.
Yeah. Shout out
Lots-
Frankenmuth.
Shout out the germs.
Shout out Germans.
Yeah.
But like, you know,
Not getting enough love lately,
except
Germans.
those two oopsies.
Hey, we'll forget about those.
But
Forgive
for
and
almost
forget.
100 years, almost 100
Hey,
years,
you
they've been
remember
pretty good.
Clydesdales? You like, you like Budweiser?
They're cool now.
It's German as well. Yeah, they're all right. They made Busch Gardens. That's so stupid. So you guys, I checked out your website and it looks great.
Why don't we have a website?
That's a nice F right there.
Yeah, this is the score I give to your website. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know. This is what it takes me to. And it happens again. It repeats itself. I don't know. Anthony, fix it.
Anthony, fix it. I don't know
But
what's
you can get this
happening.
cool merch, and you can get your own PleThorA kazoo.
That is definitely not what the website is supposed to look.
I don't know why it looks like this.
Dude,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
have
have
to-
like a 2006.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you make
Is this
this?
your old MySpace page?
You know what it
No,
looks
for real.
like
That's
one.
like when I was in 6th grade. That's what my $20 cell phone would get.
Yeah.
We won a battle.
Or
of
is
the
that in a
Bands.
Jackass film?
Yeah,
We won a battle of the bands one time, and the guy's like, "Yeah, you're gonna be going to Cleveland to go work and do the finals, and the finals get like $10,000 and all this stuff." We're like, "Cool, when are we going?" And then he like disappeared and he, like shut down all of his Facebook.
JK. We're not. Yeah. No. We won that one battle of the bands over at the Vault.
Shout
And,
out this neat little trophy.
Yeah, look at
All we have.
We
I
got
like
a
participation trophies. They look really good in my trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're great. But we got like some recordings that we're still working on. It's been a minute, but they gave us
They
a
haven't at least
banner
fulfilled all
and
their
shirts and
promises,
stuff.
Nothing like that.
They said we had a tattoo thing.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I don't even care at this point.
I don't
You know,
really care either.
A $50 tattoo. Gift
Also, we're
card.
supposed to open up for a national act.
Yeah,
That should
no,
still be
I'm more
happening.
interested in that.
Which
What's up with that?
is it?
I don't know.
supposed-
We'll see.
Is it supposed to be at the vault?
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
It was sponsored by
Which
the
tribute band is it?
Yeah,
Jump!
right. That's
The Van
exactly what
Halen.
it's gonna be.
9 Inch Nails tribute band.
Hopefully, it's at least
That'd be
like
kinda
Alice
cool.
Cooper or something.
Yeah.
You know,
Alice Cooper.
that'd be
Yeah,
kind of
I
cool.
tried getting on
Sick
that
as
one
fuck.
too, and they like.
Dude,
I don't know. I feel like people don't understand us till they
That would
see
be a
it.
dream, bro.
I want to do more shows with you guys. I know we got a show coming up at BMO's.
Yeah.
That's
What
gonna be
that's
awesome.
what that's April what?
28th or something, 26th maybe. I think it's the 26th.
Yeah,
Yeah.
BMO's Bar, April 26th. Look at you.
It's gonna be
Good.
fun.
You're a professional, dude.
Yeah. I mean,
We're like,
I do all this
when's our
stuff. I'm
show?
I'm also the graphic designer and video editor.
It's all
Dude,
fucking awesome.
It's epic. We're almost gonna hire you as our graphic designer.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'll do it.
'cause
for
I don't-
sure.
Dude,
Dude.
Cool.
Give a shit
All right, we
like that.
definitely
That's
need
awesome.
some videos. That's all I want to get done
And I
this
need
year. I
extra
need
money.
some videos.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
we
no,
can
that'd
talk
be
after the
cool.
pod. We don't got to talk business on this. But yeah, we'll pay you money for stuff.
Yeah, because
We do
it,
that.
it definitely saves us money for
Yeah.
sure.
right.
And people I like to give discounts to. So
Hell yeah.
Dude, for sure.
I mean, we won't get one, but
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't that expensive, honestly. I
A
usually
cheap date,
do, I mean, and all of our merch run and stuff. All of our merch I make designs for.
Yeah.
All these all the show flyers. Like I hate it when other places make show flyers for local gigs because it's always a plain black background with 50 band logos thrown on it. It
Yes.
looks like shit.
Right.
My graphic designer degree is just burning on my shelf.
Why?
And I'm like, this looks so unprofessional. No one's gonna go to it based on the look.
Right.
And so I have to go in and make. I'm like, please let me make the flyers for the event because it will look 10 times better.
Dude, it's tough being the guy that does everything.
All right.
I made the fly for the Rebel show.
There you
That's
go.
pretty good, dude. That's a good turnout.
Well, once a year, I'll make a flyer.
No, it's nice.
I mean,
We
yeah.
all help each other
Just
out, but
play
it's
bass.
tough, dude. Like the best part about being in a band is playing the music. Everything else blows.
I'm a performer.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Making
and-
the flyers, promoting the show, doing all that crap that's not fun.
Paying a shit ton of money for
Well,
every
at least-
aspect of it.
Okay,
you know?
let's be thankful.
It's an
that
expensive
as
hobby.
It's as easy as it is today. Because, dude, back in the day, the 90s or whatever, I remember he was telling me, he's like, dude, every day after work, he worked in Midland. He's like, I drive to Flint and Detroit after work and put up flyers on fucking
Oh my
phone
gosh.
poles because that's how you had
You
to
know, that's
promote,
still
dude.
smart,
Yeah.
though.
And
Like,
fucking
getting
calling
that out
people
there.
and like, hey, we're having a show, come check us out. Just, that kind of shit.
Right.
And I'm like, dude, that's a lot more fucking legwork. That's a commitment.
Yeah.
At least now we can send a message and or whatever.
If
Right.
people see it, because Facebook wants.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like,
We have 13,000 followers, and 2 people might like something.
isn't
Yeah.
that bullshit?
Yeah.
We might get 10 likes on
They
a
don't
post.
show stuff unless you pay for it, and it's
Yeah.
like I don't want to pay for every post.
And even if you spend $50, it only
Goddamn
shows it to a
shitballs.
few hundred. I'm like, what's the point?
Right.
Yeah.
You have to
It's-
get lucky and go viral with something.
Counter shit.
We get frustrated sometimes because a lot of bands that we've played with have all blown up.
Yeah,
And
that
they
is
all
kind of
look like-
frustrating.
Oh my god, Greta Van Fleet.
Yeah. Did you guys play with them before?
Yeah, they opened for us in
Yeah.
a bar, and they were only playing Zeppelin covers, and then they were dicks to me, and they blew me off.
Really?
And then they were talking shit about White's Bar in an interview. I was pissed.
That sucks.
Dude,
Damn, White's is the shit.
White's is the shit. And
Yeah, I've never met a more rude group of pricks in my whole life.
Dude,
And
I've
then
heard that from
someone
a ton of people that know them.
About
And
those
then-
guys,
and
that's
then
disappointing.
Someone told me that their dad basically, who owns a
Paid
car
their way.
dealership, spent $55K
Yeah.
on a Hollywood manager.
I
so
heard that
they
too.
didn't even blow up naturally.
Yeah.
I believe that. Yeah.
And I'm like,
No,
oh
I mean,
yeah,
got
pay
rich
your way to
kids
fame.
sitting
That's
around.
how you
When
do
Daddy
it.
has money.
And then give a middle finger to the local scene.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you know what they don't have? A killer podcast.
A killer podcast.
Yeah, that's right.
Literally.
And then
Yeah, we we're PleThorA now. I just thawed out from the ice.
and there's this other really good band though. I love these guys. They're called I'm already blanking on their name now.
No, that's
You-
okay.
you love 'em
I
though,
love
right?
them so much and I can't think of their name.
Shout out to
God, what
blanking
the
on
hell?
your name.
Native Howl, that's their name.
Okay, that's a cool
Okay.
name.
They call themselves thrash grass. It's like thrashy bluegrass.
That's
It's,
pretty cool.
Damn,
it's
that
on,
sounds
like,
awesome.
Acoustics.
This is
We
really
played
raw,
with them with Psycho
hard
Stick one
playing.
time back when they hadn't blown up. They just had a random video go viral on Facebook, and now they're touring with Guar
That's
Damn.
really cool.
in every band I love.
Right? You're like, oh my god.
I'm like,
Yeah, dude, I
I'm
would
like,
love to
that
open.
I love that they blew up,
it's hard not to
But
be a
man,
little
it's hard not
upset.
to be a little jealous. 'Cause I'm
Yeah.
like, you guys are touring with everyone that we would fit with.
Right. Yeah,
Right.
no, I get that.
It's like, man, when is it gonna be us?
You see that Limp Bizkit's on tour with Corey Feldman open up for them
Are you
for them.
serious?
Yeah, dude. I would love to fucking do a Corey show. Have you seen? any
Didn't
of
we
his,
get
like,
offered a
videos
Corey
live?
show,
We
or we
almost
almost
played
played
one.
one?
I think it was with
Have
Paul.
you seen any of the
But we had to,
videos
like,
or,
pay.
know, any of
Yes,
the
he's the
controversy
hilarious.
About, yeah, and it's like ridiculously a drama queen.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
He
He's
will
like,
fucking-
start it over.
He'll throw a fit on stage.
Damn.
Like a baby. For real. He's like, no, you are off. I'm
Child
like,
star, dude. How dare you, dude? He's
know,
he's
I-
calling the troops.
It's okay. This is raw Americonium.
Yeah.
Pure and forged from raw Americonium, and now it's better than adamantium and vibranium. Come on.
Yeah.
Mine.
I'm a great welder as well. It's give me my glue stick.
Yeah, give me the glue stick. I've probably gone through like 10,000 Between, like, one time I had a catastrophic failure. I didn't realize how easy glue stick also melts again.
Yeah, yeah.
I left some stage props in my car, and it was like the middle of the summer. And so the car got up to probably like, I don't know, 120 inside like cars
Sure.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I come back
Baby
and,
killing
like,
temperatures.
half of like everything that was left in there had melted and fallen apart.
Oh
Oh
no.
my God.
I was like, well,
Pick up your helmet and just fucking.
note to
crawl
self:
through.
don't leave anything with hot glue in the car in the heat.
Yeah.
'Cause, it will melt
The
and
only
then you will
weakness
throw them
Should have
away.
used epoxy.
Well, it's like hot glue so easy, and it's like I won't die if I breathe it in too long, and I'm using a lot of glue.
Right.
Americonium paste, that is.
Mericonium paste. That's right. Give me my Mericonium
The only
gun.
weakness to Americonium is 120 degree heat.
Yeah.
It's very hot. Mild
That's
temperatures
just the paste
melt
version.
me.
The actual plate armor works just fine. Especially resisting the dog paw. Hi, dog.
That's right. Oh,
You
hello
back
again.
Jameson.
Jeez Louise.
But yeah, all these outfits. I make all the costumes myself. I do all the videos, the graphic design, most of the recording.
Is there any video that you wanted to show? What's your pride and
I
joy?
mean, Captain Crunch is pretty good.
Captain
That
Crunch.
song has been our so we started playing at Renfest 2 years ago,
Dude,
but this year we did our first full
1.5K
run.
pretty much on there. That's great. Let's check her out.
But like
Ladies and
people at
gentlemen,
Renfest now are just shouting Captain Crunch at us all
Captain
the time.
Crunch. That's sick.
Yeah, I'm
Dude,
sending
those
this
acoustic
one.
guitars shred. Is there more than one singer in your band? Or is it all you on the
It's
albums?
mostly me. On our first album, we had a different guy named Donnie.
Okay.
Me and him sort of traded because loved Donnie to death, but he wasn't really. He was more in the band because he has a very obnoxious and funny personality. He's a pretty
That
decent,
helps.
He's a decent singer, but
Yeah.
he wasn't like. He wasn't really. He doesn't really know how to be
Yeah.
a front man.
Sure. Yeah.
And so I was always kind of doing frontman as the lead guitarist.
Yeah.
And I was practically singing the whole time anyway, doing harmonies. And I did leads on verses and some choruses, so like my voice was already there.
Right. Right.
I just took over the main thing
Gotcha.
after that. And he was only around for 2 to 3 years top.
One of the seven,
One of the original.
the lost seven. Yeah.
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 Yeah, now he's like a police officer in the UP.
Dude, hell yeah, Donnie. Hell
Yeah, good for Don.
Protect and serve.
A lot of raccoons were.
I was gonna say, like, what, you got to arrest a moose now and again, or what?
Yeah, we went to
See, there
Walmart
comes that
dressed in-
creative writing class coming in.
I definitely have a power metal influence too.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
There's a special place in my heart for power metal.
I like me some power metal.
I kind of want a piccolo bass just because of Joey and I.
That'd be cool.
I mean, this is basically an Ailstorm song.
Sure.
Yeah, that was my first thought when it's.
Oh no!
But to be fair, Ailstorm is just a pirate-themed power metal band. So
Yeah.
I'm surprised there's not more serial themed music out there. There's Milk and Cereal by G Love and Special Sauce.
Green Jello has Serial Killer.
Yeah, that's all right. There you go. There's our power 3. That's my there's my pyramid.
got blueberries.
There's also it was
Carmela, or she's a new one.
apparently there's another band that has a Captain Crunch song, but we thought it was shit.
Fuck that guy.
Really?
Yeah. Fuck those guys. Unless you want to be on the podcast.
Well, we posted this video, and like 2 people in the comments randomly were like, "This one's better."
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Dude, those Captain Crunch fans out there just scouring
And
the
they linked
internet
us
for
to,
Captain
like,
Crunch
the
songs.
worst. They linked us to
Genre
like
anthem.
a grindcore band or something, and it sounded like the recording was in a toilet.
That's hilarious.
And I'm
We
like,
just
you're-
did a recording of Do you guys have any cover songs that you've
covered
recorded?
Larger Than Life.
Larger
by the
Than Life?
Backstreet Boys. There's a video for that.
Oh,
one.
I have listened to that actually. Yeah, that one's really good. We just recorded one song. It's called "My Girlfriend's a Witch." It's a cover song from this October Country band, right? That's the name of them.
from the
They're
60s.
like a band from the '60s, and because we looked it up, and every other band that's recorded it, sorry guys, it's not great. So we recorded a version, and it's pretty good. Can't wait for
I
that
like
to come
it.
out. Yeah, but covers are weird. I don't know like what to do with them all the time.
I prefer parodies.
Parodies are a lot better.
If we're doing a cover, I want.
Oh
it to be,
yeah, Banana is one of my favorites. I love this riff, dude. This one gets in my head all the time. Look at you guys. Look at you in the blender, dude. You're so handsome.
So we also this video is a ripoff of Ailstorm's Cannonball. So if you look up Ailstorm's Cannonball, it's Christopher Bose in like a blender.
It's just hanging
With
out
a
in a
bunch of
blender.
rubber ducks instead of bananas. It's like the same video. You should search it real quick because it's hilarious. Ailstorm actually commented on this video, by the way, if you scroll down.
Really?
No way.
Hailstorm, cool video, guys. For them to be like, yeah, I've seen this
cool
before.
video,
Yeah.
guys.
If you want to also dive into some
What's
of the
the
weirdest
name of the
shit
video?
I listen to. Ailstorm Cannonball. Yeah, that one right there.
This one?
Like the whole video is like the same thing, just their song.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the ducky.
Yep.
Oh, there's the blendy. Wow, that's a skinny man.
Oh yeah,
I've been
it's
trying
like
to
this.
Get their attention so hard.
Good job.
They're
Yeah.
like my dream band to tour.
Well, dude,
with.
you got the YouTube comment. You've made
Borderline
it.
Plagiarism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No, you got
Christopher
their
Bose,
endorsement.
He also makes the craziest, weirdest side project music. He has this project called Christopher Bose and His Plate of Beans.
All right.
You should type in "Killed to Death by Bugs."
By homosexual?
Hey, watch out.
Hold
And
on.
just that top one. I think he refers to this as electropunk beancore.
Alright, I get that right away.
I'm in.
Beancore.
I love this song. Wait till the chorus hits. You'll be sold when the
That's a
chorus
badass
hits.
riff, though.
Dude,
I
I'm
like
kind of
that.
digging this. I guess I'm a beancore fan.
It's almost MSI.
This is also hilarious
I can
too.
see that, yeah.
When he plays live, he has a bowl of baked beans on stage with a microphone into it, and that's the singer.
Perfect.
Hell yeah, dude.
Even though it's just him singing.
Do you like MSI?
I don't know if I'm familiar.
Mindless self-indulgence?
That sounds familiar, but I don't remember.
No? Okay. They kind of sound like this a little bit. Really weird. Fun, kind of techno-y. Yeah, electropunk is better. I like electropunk. That kind of sums them up. And spooky. Sometimes.
Nice. Here comes the chorus build.
Dude, that was me in high school, this guy. Yeah!
I feel like I've heard this. That sounds super familiar.
He kind of sounds like Jimmy Urine. Dude. I like this. This is killer. You didn't write this music?
Yeah.
You
That's
didn't
your
write
new
this song?
favorite song, though.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I've been killed to death by bugs.
This is just like a 5-song EP that he made, and every now and then they'll open Ailstorm gigs with plate of beans as like the first opener.
That's hilarious. That's fucking awesome, dude. What's the dwarf Viking metal band that's out?
Windrose.
Yeah, they're hilarious.
know
They're
right away.
awesome. Yeah, I knew you'd know.
We've been covering Diggy Diggy Hole.
Yeah, dude, they're super fun.
Technically, theirs is also a cover, but
Hey man, there's nothing new under the sun. No.
That's why I'm like, we're not that original. I swear to God.
Yeah. We're patriotic
But
war
around
guys.
here,
I
you
keep
know,
trying to tell you.
We're a plethora of a lot of different things.
Yeah, hey.
Hey, look at
That's kind of where the name actually spawned from. Was our first, like, all the first songs we wrote. I was like, I've got all these inspirations. I don't want to be confined to one genre.
Dude, thank you. That's why we're the Skeletal Circus, because we are a circus of fucking genres, dude. We can't make up our minds on what we want to do.
I think you guys said you get a keyboard player.
He's starting.
I
to
do a little
more.
bit.
He's a drum, lead, guitar,
When I switch over to guitar, I'll
Harmophonist.
have a keyboard next to me. Most of the time, sometimes I'm too lazy to fucking bring it
There's been a
out.
few times I'm listening to you guys. I'm like, man, this is fucking great. But you know what would really
Yeah.
slap right here is a keyboard doing that like circusy bouncy
Yeah,
waltz
no,
stuff
absolutely.
Right.
with on the organ.
Yeah.
I would like to get like maybe just for recording sometimes, because I know you guys do this sometimes as well.
I do our
Just have a
keyboard
violin player, because I heard you got something in there with violin, which was pretty cool. I was listening to earlier.
If you listen to Flint Tumbleweed,
That's the one. I was
violin
listening
player
to.
from Thank You Scientist is on that,
Yeah. Okay.
and we became.
Oh, aren't they like they're like a
They're
Pretty
a
big
national
band.
touring
Yeah,
prog
okay, I've
metal
heard of
band,
those
prog
guys.
rock band.
That's
Yeah.
pretty sweet.
They've toured with like Periphery and Between the Buried and Me,
Nice.
and yeah, they're great. Everything they do just sounds insane. But like, also if you want
Yes.
the Eighth Realm guy, our Y'all Hollow song, the Redneck Viking one, you can hear that guy on there. He's super cool. I'm gonna go see them. March is big for all of my favorite Europe metal bands. I'm gonna go see Ailstorm in 2 weeks,
Oh, nice.
Really?
Where at?
and then that's at Majestic Theater. I want
How
to
much
Oh,
are
okay.
tickets to that? That would be fun
like
to go to.
$25.
Oh, that'd be a lot of fun to go to.
So lots of unicorns. We'll be at the Glory Hammer show.
Well, and you're
which is 2
doing
weeks after.
what's the Fire Festival show? Not Fire Fest, but what was the one?
We just did Nordic Fire Festival.
Nordic Night. Yeah, you got another one of those coming up, March 19th.
That's at the Red Line Brewery.
So what are those nights about? I've never been. That sounds like something I'd like to go to.
Yeah, so basically we love March because St. Patty's.
Yeah.
And this is like the best time to be a folk band to play anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you got a guaranteed crowd on St. Patty's night. So on March 15th, we are doing a basement show at my house.
Cool.
So that's free. It'll have like corned beef stew. It's kind of a bring your own booze type of deal.
Sure.
We're gonna play an hour and a half of the folk rock, folk metal stuff we have.
And you're out in Flint.
Yeah.
I would come to that. That sounds like
Yeah.
a blast.
Yeah, if I didn't invite you already on Facebook.
I thought you were gonna be like, yeah, but I didn't invite you.
Yeah.
Well, it's one of those like I don't like Facebook invites for events are dumb because you're like I have 4,000 Facebook friends and trying to figure out.
Yeah,
which
no,
ones.
I totally get that.
And then like past events, you're like, okay, who did I forget? Who would come to this? Who do I know? Like,
Right.
and like also people send me invites and stuff all the time, and I ignore it because I get 50,000 invites to like things because I have so many friends. So
Right.
it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally get it when people just brush over like page invites and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, it's tough online. It's really hard.
But yeah, March
Getting all that
15th
out.
at my place, St. Patty's party, and then on St. Patty's night on Sunday we're playing at Red Line Brewery. They're really good. So we're doing acoustic stuff for that, like our Renfest sets, and then they're doing Nordic Night 2 days later on Tuesday. So we're doing another Renfest set for at
Cool.
that place.
Yeah. Nice.
Are you guys doing the Renfest again this year?
Yeah, we should.
Or yeah, it's
as
this year
long
now.
as nothing falls through, we should be all good for that.
That's pretty sweet.
I'm excited because that's been probably those were well needed gigs.
Yeah,
Because,
that's
like,
Are we
it's
doing
pretty.
the Renfest this year?
I mentioned
Probably
being-
not. We haven't sent them anything. We have sent them videos and
Oh,
kind
I
of.
thought we had already. I thought that was already in the works.
No.
Yeah. I thought you had the in. What the fuck?
Okay, well, not. I haven't done anything. Yeah, we haven't practiced for
Oh,
Ren
Mr.
set. We have a
Do
Ren
Everything.
set.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll just
no,
all play
but
acoustic
Yeah.
guitars, whatever.
Yeah, I got a banjo.
I mean, they are very finicky in particular there.
Yeah.
it's been a lot easier for different bands to get in because so many other people have died or the old.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So like, it's a good time to.
That's our in, boys.
It's a good time to get in there, but if you're not folky, they probably won't pick you.
We can be folky. I feel like most of our songs, just the way they're written, could be.
Yeah, we just gotta tweak them a little bit, and then we can have it,
Well,
and
you
then
got
it's
the
gonna go there.
mandolin, you got the banjo.
Because we tried out like 6 years ago beforehand, and they told us we were in, and then like stuff fell apart. It's a very convoluted mess that
Sure.
somehow still happens every year.
Well, if you guys want to try to get like
Well, if it's good paying.
2 hours sets, and then we just gotta flip those around, right? It's good paying. It's good money for the band.
Yeah.
You guys have
it's not bad.
6 people. We got 3.
We only did 5. Well,
I'll
I
buy
guess
an
we had 5.
acoustic
I guess we
bass
had
if
our
we're gonna do run
stuff
fest.
guy / merch seller, but
Well, their bass player plays just the regular bass.
yeah, they're back in the day too. They were like, this has to be.
Acoustic.
You have to have
authentic,
only like there cannot be.
It's got to be gut string.
It
I
had-
remember they were like,
Right.
no, honestly, they were like
Are you serious?
finicky in particular
Had to be
about that.
traditional as hell, and now they're like
Just play the fucking songs.
they're like just, they're a lot more lenient. There's a new
What is this?
entertainment director. There's just I don't know,
Magic.
You can learn covers and stuff too, and figure all that stuff out.
We could just dress up as wizards and play electric instruments.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I don't understand this.
The only reason we can only like they would have like murdered us if we tried bringing the keyboard years before.
Dude, I love your guys' keyboard facade. It's because it looks like a pipe organ. It's just on the front of it.
No,
Oh,
it's
it's
awesome.
so cool looking. I want to steal that idea. That's another thing we're gonna steal from you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were basically
We
it's
got
like
consent.
dog.
You've
You
heard it here.
are way too in my crotch.
Bro,
Right now.
Jameson, get over here. We're about to wrap this
Go over
up.
there.
Jameson,
Yeah, we-
hey.
Load up.
Like we're basically like that we're like the only band that has a
Scared
keyboard.
him.
And like
Yeah.
we're doing folk sounds like accordion and
Yeah,
whistles,
it's keyboard.
but
you
like
know?
like some of the purists there at first were not convinced, and so
But then
it's like
you guys got the fucking hugest crowd, and they're like, "All right, it's all right."
yeah, we definitely won over everybody there. For
Dude, you
sure.
guys rock. Like it's hard to not like you guys. It's a lot of fun.
Appreciate it.
No, absolutely. I love you guys since
Yeah.
since they told me we got a show with these guys called PleThorA. They're called kazoo metal.
Yeah.
Like I was like, what?
I'm like, dude, check them out.
I love it. And then I saw the costumes. I was like, I'm in.
Was that when we played also with Death Cat?
Was that our first show together?
I think
with
it
that cat
was.
when
That
he
was
was
at
throwing a
was being a
tantrum?
bitch.
That guy was a
in
dick.
second
No, I
round.
don't. Fuck that guy.
Yeah,
That
I'm
guy
the
can
only
fuck off.
spooky Vlad around.
Well, no, and he just
Fight,
they
fight,
sucked, and the
fight.
dude was a dick.
He was mean about stuff.
He didn't.
And he switched times with us,
didn't
and then
wanna
was mad
open.
that we had more people than him.
Yeah.
When they closed or whatever, because you guys middled, right? Because you were like,
we were like we're playing last at 11.
yeah,
I'm like the promoter like bailed on us and like didn't set up anything.
yeah. That show was a clusterfuck.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't care. I'm playing at 11. You guys can figure out what times
Yeah.
you want.
So
I'm
we
gonna
swapped with
just...
them, and then they got pissy that people left.
And then
or
halfway
something.
through your set, he tried getting our time and making us play at like midnight.
Yeah.
What
Fuck
the
that.
heck?
And I was like, we already.
Yeah, no.
I'm like, I would have played at 9. Like you should have played at 9. There was people there at 9.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
when they
What he
should have
said.
played. Yep.
And he's like, oh, not
Exactly.
to sound whatever, but I'm like, dude, no, you acted whatever.
But that
And
goes
they
back
didn't
to-
sound anything like. I thought they were gonna like be spooky. They were just like a shitty punk band.
Yeah.
Like they like on the recordings, like he sings like
goes like
yeah, he
this.
sings like an old school vampire, and it's like, oh, this is gonna be sweet.
That's
And then he
gonna be
didn't
fun.
do that at all.
Yeah, and then he just sang the Cramp songs.
Yeah.
And they- just
Yeah,
whatever.
I was super glad that we finally got on Renfest just because like that gave us a nice.
That's a
boost.
great gig, man.
Gave us a nice boost of exposure because I feel, like I was saying, I'm feeling frustrated a lot because
Yeah,
13 years and I feel like we ain't gone anywhere.
sure.
Right.
And it's hard to win people over. And like this gimmick too, like this started in 2012, and that was back when like Epic Mealtime was at the, like American
yeah.
memes were at the peak,
Oh yeah.
and like it was all fun. It wasn't like a political thing because now you see someone running around with shouting America, you think they're a Trump supporter,
Right.
Right.
And like we were filming our Leprechaun music video, and this group of fucking like Trumpers walked in and were like, "Oh my God, it's a MAGA band." I'm like, "No,
No,
Yeah.
guys.
we're
no.
here to sing songs about like butt chugging cheeseburgers."
We're true. We're purists.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like this, the fun shit, and it feels like the gimmick got outdated to an extent. But then people watch it and they're like, "Oh, we get it now."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like trying to convince people. Like I posted the Merica video on.
No, you guys are like
Reddit
Team
and
America,
Imager.
World Police,
I
Fun
love it.
America.
We're also
like,
opening the shop with that song.
yeah,
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Hell
yeah.
But like, I posted the Merica video on Reddit and like Imager, and it got downvoted. And the first comments were like MAGA shit. And I
Oh
was
my
like,
God,
This is not.
y'all.
We are not a Trump band. We are
Yeah,
not.
listen to the lyrics.
Right.
We are not political. We are not political whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's
We're
like
fun.
Captain America if he was on lots of donuts.
Americonium,
The donuts
bro.
were covered in crack.
Americonian.
Yeah.
His bones are made of Americonium, dude.
Like
That's what
it's
it
supposed to be like a we're supporting the good shit in America.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
butt chugging
fast
cheeseburgers.
food.
Yeah,
Fast
butt chugging
cars.
cheeseburgers, fast food, fast cars. That's right.
Yeah, like
Kill
it's
a
not meant
terrorist.
Buy
to be-
American,
It's
a
meant to
fucking-
just celebrate the fun stuff and be
Right.
funny and have fun.
No, and you guys rock, and I love that you guys love America for
No,
that
that's
reason,
awesome.
dude. Not for all those stupid,
Just, that's
stupid
the only
reasons.
reason. Even
That's
then,
right.
I was like
Good,
half tempted
good
to-
music and fucking rad outfits. That's America.
Like if we ever go to like Europe, I'm gonna make them camo. It's like that's America's
You
away
mean
colors.
Eurovision, dude? Yeah.
There's a way color.
America's away colors, camouflage.
This is Sweetonium, dude.
Yeah, but like when it took 7 years for our Liberate album to come out, that was annoying because I'm like, we're like 4 or 5 albums behind right now.
Yeah, because you said that
80 songs.
you had
right
like.
now.
So how many albums are you guys at? 4?
4. I have
And
like 5 right now.
you have a quarantine album that came out during like COVID time,
Mhm.
and that one wasn't really supposed to come out, but that was just like
That
a
one was
baby
me
of COVID.
spitefully releasing music.
Yeah.
because
Okay. Yeah. For sure. Okay.
I was pissed that we didn't have our new
Yeah.
album yet, and it was supposed to be out that year, and COVID was like the last straw on top of the other stuff. But like, yeah, just from that point, now we have like a good working system. We go to Tuxedo Avenue Recording Studio, so shout out to Paco Higdon.
Paco.
And also Josh Karpowitz, who's also their mixing guy. And we go there, we get our drums tracked, and then I take it home, I record, get everything done. Like Anthony comes over, does bass. I usually do all the keyboard parts too. And then I'd send it back to him, we get mixed, and we get the mixes back within a couple months, and it's like, now things are working smooth. We're hoping to release our 5th album, which will be titled Kazoo Metal.
Yeah.
That one's
bring
going to
it up.
have all of our heaviest songs. We've gotten to this point, so like the first few albums, like Liberate and Eighth Day, those are like a mix of all the styles. But now we have so many styles in the same song.
Now you can do genre albums.
Yeah, we're doing genre albums
Sweet.
from here out.
Yeah.
Because we have all the songs written, and we can compile them into one genre.
Cool.
So all the heavy stuff is going to be on this coming album. We're probably going to do a second folk album called Ragnarok.
Nice. Yeah. Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
And then we're gonna do like all of our rock bangers, like our Flavortown song, Waffles, America Loves Some. That's gonna go on one called And Justice Is Served. That one's gonna be a parody off of the Injustice album for Metallica.
Yeah.
The cover, it'll have like the Justice scales, but they're actually gonna be food lids that they open.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's
For
With,
sure.
like, a gun on the plate.
I love
Yeah.
that.
Frying pan with a Glock.
And then we have a space-themed album we're gonna
Butt and a
do
cheeseburger.
called Space Force.
Hell yeah,
We have-
dude.
I have like 12 space-themed songs with tons of synths.
Oh, I was gonna say.
harmonized.
dude,
Oh,
it's gotta
hell
be
yeah.
like-
Reverb out the
I'm
ass.
so excited to get to it, and I hate that it's like 5 years away, bare minimum.
Oh, it's gonna be sweet, dude.
Like,
I
5
can't
years
wait.
goes by quick
I
though.
can't wait.
I know, but yeah, it's like
Can I
Once,
pre-order it?
I'm gonna-
Pre-orders open now.
I'm working on a music video right now for Buy Us a Drink, and we're currently getting footage for Y'all
Cool.
So if any of you guys want to chug a beer,
Oh my god. Well, I'm
we'll
out.
put you in the video.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah. We'll
I'm-
do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm good at that. So
And then
We're all good at that.
To talent.
After this, I'll get some shots for the video. So once I get those 2 videos done, I'm going to start working on the Kazoo Metal album, and that might be a year away. But we also we got to deal with a comic book place.
Dude, you guys would be a great comic book.
Perfect.
A buddy of mine named
You
Josh
have the lore.
from high school / college time. he's a comic book illustrator,
No way.
and we were randomly chatting a year ago about doing comics, and things didn't really line up quite well. And then he approached us at Renfest. He came and saw our set, and he was like, "We need to just actually just do this."
No,
So
you guys would be a great comic book. You'd be a great cartoon,
Yeah,
a great
so
fun TV show.
I've
Like
done
got the
some
lore
interviews, and we did some Zoom meetings with all of the people. Right now, they're working on condensing the story to make sure everything fits the number of pages.
do you know the Aquabats?
What's that?
Have you never heard of the Aquabats?
Well, I've heard of them.
The
for sure, but,
they're like a themed kind of rock band. They're like superheroes kind of.
but I invented villains for us.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
It's a band called Generica, and it's written in the Bleeding Cowboy font because every awful local band that writes songs about rising like the Phoenix makes their songs in the Bleeding Cowboy font.
Yeah.
And, if I hear one more song about rising up, I'm gonna shit myself.
Dude, you gotta rise up. We gotta rise
I
against.
can't. We were thinking about doing like a 5-song EP, all about like shitty metaphors that everyone uses too much, and we're gonna have one that's about bread rising, but everyone's rise. It's just like yeast.
Yeast from the east.
I'm gonna do like a 30-second song clip about finding a fork in the road, and it's just be like, I found a fork in the road. Just dumb. The beginning of the end, and then it's just gonna be the end right after that track.
Yeah.
Dan, that's it. That's
And,
fucking
yeah, it's
hilarious.
just
Just
gonna be
like all the
really
cliches.
I just hate generic shit.
This first
Right.
album, we're kind of putting a mix with all of our genre songs into it, and then
Trying
the
to
next
get
one that I'm
flavor
kind
of
of
what we
thinking of
are.
is just gonna be like our sappy song album, the songs that we don't really play live, and then
The B-sides.
and then I don't know, yeah, and then I don't know what to go from there because we have like
We could
30,
release,
40
like, a
songs,
fucking
but
cover album.
yeah, yeah.
There's
we
like
could do
cover
that.
songs we do really well.
The Generica band consists of
I love
members.
Generica. That's great.
Consists of members of all the genres I can't stand. So the front man is butt metal. He looks like Bane, and if Bane was fueled by Monster Energy, and was
Lead
also
singer
the
of
front man of Five Finger Death Punch.
Yeah.
So imagine like Bane with camo shorts and like the hand print, but in neon green, and he has a monster logo.
I love this.
Perfect.
And then there's 2 robots. One of them is Laptop, spelled in Leet. That is the drummer because it's push play for drum tracks. He's like Gambit. He throws drumsticks that are kinetically powered.
Yeah.
There's Adele, who's just a computer. Adele
Adele.
computer.
Yeah.
And she's got speaker boobs that shoot loud blasts of
Yeah.
sound.
Sonic tits.
We have Pumpkin Spice. That one, she's the keyboardist. She's like a ripoff of Green Goblin,
Okay.
but has a pumpkin for a
Throws
head.
lattes at you.
Yeah.
And yeah, she throws bombs and lattes, and like she makes pumpkin puns. And then the last one, who represents Bad Country, is just Truck.
Hey, I'm Chet Truck.
That one's like their sniper, like the marksman character, like a bullseye or a Deathstroke.
Just a
or-
monster truck
Yeah.
with a mullet.
Yeah.
So yeah, they represent like the anti-PleThorA band, and
I love that.
Yeah.
eventually we're gonna have one.
What
His
are they
name
made
is,
out of?
Like Disco Head. He's gonna be like Mysterio, but he uses a light show. to
That's
disorient.
hilarious. That's great. I love that.
So yeah, lots of. We have one. There's a character. His name is going to be Headstrong.
I'll take
Fuck you,
So
Trapped.
it's obviously fuck you, Trapped. It's gonna be a trap reference. It's just gonna be like a giant like Hulk baby. Because all he does is bitch and whine.
Right.
And so he might have like an angry baby head or something.
That's hilarious.
That's awesome,
So
dude.
we have all these planned. Like the comic book, if it gets made in time, I'm supposed to be chatting with them soon about finalizing the story in pages. They're gonna start drawing. Once they get some pages done, we'll start a Kickstarter, and you'll be able to like read through 2 or 3 pages
Yeah.
or something.
Dude.
And
No,
then once
that's
the
awesome. I'm all
Kickstarter
about that.
Hopefully, it'll be ready by the release of Kazoo Metal because we want them to kind of
Coincide.
coincide
Yeah.
with the release.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything else you want to plug or promote or any of that fun stuff right now?
Just
Final thoughts.
check out our Facebook, our YouTube. We got all sorts of stuff. We got tons of shows coming up this weekend at the Machine Shop opening for Psycho Stick. We got new merch. We got bottle openers. We got new T-shirts. We got soap because deodorant was too hard to manufacture cheaply.
Yeah.
I was getting getting tired of being like, man, you pay $150 to go to a show and you can't spend $3 on a deodorant stick.
Right.
We're like, let's sell deodorant, but it's too expensive. So we're like, let's sell Freedom Berry soap.
Here's soap. Go wash your hands.
We got new pirate flags. We got all sorts of new stuff. So
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Matt LaRock of PleThorA.
Yeah.
Or
Freedomator.
the Freedomator.
Freedomator.
Exactly. Yeah. Known as the Freedomator.
Yep.
Do we have anything we need to plug before we're out of here?
Buy tickets for Doyle.
Buy tickets for
buy
Doyle
tickets
when
for
we
Doyle.
get them, Paul.
You guys are opening for Doyle.
Yeah,
Doyle's
we're opening
sick.
for Doyle.
It'll
That's going to be
That
fun.
seems like a fitting show for you.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, we're
That's
excited
the
for
idea.
that.
We need tickets.
See
though.
us the 15th at White's Bar this month, March.
Is
And
that
the
just
22nd, yeah,
Just us.
22nd at BMO's Bay City. It's just us as well. Then April, we got tons of shows. And from
Wait.
there,
With PleThorA.
yeah.
No, wait.
We do have shows with you guys. What?
The one at BMO's, we're with them, aren't they? Are we?
We're-
No,
it's
no.
another show.
BMO's this
Oh, yeah,
month
oh, I
is the
see,
22nd. It's
next month.
all by
Okay.
ourselves.
April's with us.
Okay.
April's with
April's
us.
a big month
Wiener
for us.
Schnitzel.
And end of
Yeah,
Wiener
Wiener
Schnitzel
Schnitzel.
with
We're
Hayden
playing
from
the
our last
awards.
podcast.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
man, Wiener Schnitzel is gonna stick out like a sore thumb at that show. I love Wiener Schnitzel.
That's okay.
It's just
No,
like
she dressed like She-Hulk again.
That's
then she'll
true.
fit right in.
yeah.
I want to play with new bands and then bands that I like.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. These are good
100%.
goals.
Yeah,
All right,
I'm
well,
like them.
Is that the show?
I think that's it.
All right, that's the show, ladies and
It's been
gentlemen. We're
fun.
Vlad, Skeletal Circus. Thank you so much. Go like and subscribe to PleThorA.
Stay spooky.
Stay spooky.
Oh, good sign off.
Yep.
Yeah.